Yo, Tavi here, and this is my free-to-play account where the goal is to reach max tier with every single brawler in the exact order I unlocked them. And the 12th brawler I unlocked on this account was 8-bit. I can already say it, 8-bit might be the most underrated brawler I've pushed yet in Brawl Stars. He is just insane. But before pushing 8-bit, I want to do something a bit cursed on my free-to-play account before the new update dropped. The one that removes masteries and replaces them with records. What exactly? I want to push for the boss title with Mr. P because I am the boss when I play with my randoms.
But we didn't get trophies and win the account if we pushed Mr. P.
This season Mr. P was fully maxed out, so I could use him in every single match until I got the title. If I managed to do that, I would have Mr. P at 0 trophies and level 1, just making my free-to-play account even more cursed. So without wasting any more time, I started my first project on this account, Cursed Title. The strat was simple. I picked Mr. P in every single game mode and map, even if he was terrible. Since my rank was still below Diamond, players couldn't ban Mr. P yet, so I could play him pretty often. I still stayed focused on getting the title, and after playing a while, I reached Diamond 1. At this point Mr. P was just one game away from Silver 3, which felt amazing. Then came my first game after hitting Diamond 1. Now we could actually ban brawlers before picking them. And since I was just way too used to playing below Diamond, I accidentally banned Mr. P. Yeah, kind of dumb, but whatever. I still managed to win thanks to my incredible skills with Barley. You would think that I've learned from my mistake. After that, the push went super smooth. In the next game I finally hit Silver 3 with Mr. P, which felt great. Sometimes Mr. P got banned, so I had to use other brawlers, but I kept climbing. Eventually I reached Diamond 2, and for some reason I decided to collect all the resources on Mr. P. At least it was satisfying. Then after completing a quest I got 100 credits from the Brawl Pass, just enough to unlock my 38th brawler, Kaza, who at the time was the most expensive brawler in the game. After that, it was time to continue pushing in ranked. I reached Diamond 3 and shortly after, Mr. P hit Gold 1. At the same time, I was just 8 elo away from reaching Mythic, which was kind of exciting. In the final match before Mythic, while I was respawning, the servers decided I wasn't worthy and they crashed. When I got back, things seemed fine and we scored in overtime. So, I got Mythic, right? Nope. Even though I had great stats, I got 0 elo because of the disconnect. Not only did they steal my elo, they also punished me by lowering my ranked reputation. Thanks Brawl Stars, appreciated. Then came the last match, Shooting Star Bounty. Of course, as always, I insta-picked Mr. P, my teammates, maxed out Mandy and a Power 9 with just a gadget. Right when the match started, that Power 9 decided it was his destiny to push forwards and feed the enemy team stars, so I couldn't reach Mythic. But little did he know, the Mandy on our team was actually hitting her shots, which was honestly kind of surprising and impressive. Thanks to the Mandy, we managed to win and I reached Mythic. It felt amazing. The only sad part now being in Mythic, I couldn't push his title further, only because I didn't have enough Power 11 brawlers. And with masteries being removed the next day, I decided to push one final title on my free-to-play account, Barley's You Got Served title. Yes, I was playing above 1000 trophies, but it didn't really matter. Thanks to the Mastery Madness event, I was getting over 900 mastery per match, and I quickly reached Gold 2. I kept going back and forth because of my randoms, but either way, I was still getting progress towards the title. Before I knew it, I was just one match away from getting the final title before the update. In the last match, I noticed the BB random on my team was AFK and I already knew where this was going. Thankfully BB decided to wake up and we pushed through the enemy to score our first goal. Because Barley is just that good, scoring the second goal wasn't a problem either, and that was it. I got my 4th title. This time it was for Barley. After playing for over 4 hours that day, I finally decided to stop and finally take some rest. While editing the video, I noticed that for some reason I had Chrome locked on my free-to-play account, and if I remember correctly, he was 37 brawler who I unlocked, so yeah. The next day when I logged into Brawl Stars, the trophy road had changed and I unlocked 2 brawlers, though I wasn't sure in which order. What do you mean Rico and Tick unlocked? In which order did I unlock them? I mean probably Rico will be the first brawler because it appears first before Tick, So Rico became the 39th brawler and Tick the 40th on my free-to-play account. I know for a fact that one person will be really happy with me unlocking Tick, so yeah, that's nice. Since we completed the Mastery Madness event, we got a bunch of rewards like a hypercharge star drop, which gave me a hypercharge for Carl. Okay, this is actually a nice hypercharge. We also got the RIP title and the rest were just cosmetics that most of us will probably never even use. After that, I started collecting all of the records and I had 58 of them to collect. By the way, I unlocked a record level 1 which came with a battle card. Which ones do you prefer? Records or ranked battle cards? Let me know in comments. Record level 2 didn't take long to reach and the same goes for level 3. Since I pushed Edgar to max tier with Azarola during the Mastery Madness event, I had fully completed his mastery. And here's how it looks like to claim it in the new update. And while collecting his rewards, I also reached record level 4. While collecting the other records, I got a legendary star drop, which unlocked me my 31st brawler, Frank. Unfortunately, with my horrible luck, that was the only good thing that I got from all the records. After opening them all, I decided to use the resources I got on 8-bit, since I still need to push him to max tier. On the same day, I decided to push Mr. P title with you, the viewers, because I found a way to do it without playing ranked or ladder. All you need to do is play map maker at 0 trophies and power 1, preferably with 2 other people. Since we're already 6 minutes into this video and I pushed 0 trophies with 8-bit yet, I think I will just skip the entire push. So yeah, even after not being able to fully push the title in ranked because I didn't have enough for 11 brawlers, we still managed to get the title after playing map maker for entire 4 hours. I also got enough record points to unlock record level 5, after which I just decided to stop playing for that day. So, on day 223 I finally decided to start pushing 8-bit to max tier, since I have been distracted with titles for way too long. Because 8-bit is too slow for most of the game modes, we decided to push him in heist, specifically on Bridge Too Far, which is known for an amazing kit play. Since I had 0 trophies with 8-bit, almost every single match up until 100 trophies was against bots, so getting there wasn't a big deal. At 100 trophies we finally started facing off against real players, which made the games way more interesting. Unlike most brawlers that I've pushed, 8-bit is incredibly slow and struggles to push forward, especially against aggressive enemies. The only thing I could do was to defend and hope my viewers who I was pushing with could destroy the safe before the enemy could destroy ours. It just felt strange pushing 8-bit, one of the most passive brawlers in the game, because you simply can't play him aggressively unless the enemy team is clueless, which perfectly described the 100 trophy matchmaking. After a while, hitting 200 trophies didn't feel like much of an achievement, especially since I was pushing with you, the viewers. At 200 trophies the enemies got just a tiny bit better, and by a tiny bit I mean not at all. Even when they played snipers, they somehow just couldn't hit one of the slowest brawlers in the game, which honestly just surprised me. Thanks to them, reaching 300 trophies wasn't much harder. At 300 trophies, enemies actually started becoming not only smarter, but also picking brawlers that worked on the map, like Chuck and Colt and wait, Nita? Well, I meant almost everyone got better. We kept winning until I hit 11,500 total trophies, which gave me a legendary star drop. It could have given me anything from terrible rare skins to hypercharges or even unlocking my main, others. But of course with my luck I got Mabel Barley, which is not bad skin, but I already have better skins for Barley. After that we hit 400 trophies, and at this point people still picked questionable brawlers, but they also started choosing better heist picks like Colette and Lola, against who 8-bit struggles a lot. This led to our first loss at 424 trophies, ending our 34 win streak. After that we pushed up to 500 trophies, meaning the halfway mark to max tier with 8-bit. Weirdly enough, games at 500 trophies felt easier. Even with questionable stats, we kept winning. That's when I started realizing how insane 8-bit is in heist. Not only can he defend massive pushes alone, but with his gadget he also shreds the safe. Combine that with his super and he not only boosts his own damage but also his teammates. Thanks to that we quickly reached 600 trophies. Originally I planned to stop at 600, but since it took only 2 hours to get there, we decided why not to go for 700 as well. At 600 trophies I got invited to a lobby where the game mode had changed to Brawl Ball. We ended up with an awful comp, Piper, Crow and 8-bit, which looked like a guaranteed loss. But since my viewers weren't your average randoms, we somehow managed to win. Right away we switched back to heist and we kept pushing. In proper 600 trophy heist matches, things got a bit tougher. players for the first time actually started picking strong brawlers for the game mode. So we had a few close games and a couple of losses, but eventually we still managed to make it to 700 trophies. That was the main goal for the day, but before ending I played some map maker to complete a quest and get a legendary starter from the Brawl Pass. Unfortunately I got a crow skin instead of something more exciting. After that I just decided to call it a day. On day 124 I continued pushing, but this time alone. At first I thought pushing with randoms, especially in heist, would be a huge problem. Main reason being because I never trust my randoms, but this time something was different. They actually knew what to do. Well, at least most of them. I kept winning until 760 trophies before I lost even once. So I had high hopes for the day and set myself a high goal to reach at least 900 trophies. 8-bit had enough damage and his super made defending super easy, even against his counters, while my randoms mostly focused on destroying the safe. Unfortunately, as always, sometimes you just get dumb randoms who pick the dumbest brawlers you can imagine, which was the main reason behind every single loss. Either way, after I queued into the next match, I met what might have been the best random I have ever gotten. Meet Batman. He played Chuck, and as most of you know, Chuck is really good in heist against bad players, which could describe the enemy teams almost perfectly. Since Chuck's main goal was to destroy the safe and my goal was to defend ours, we made a really good combo, so winning wasn't even hard. Thankfully, after winning he decided I was also a good random, so we pressed play again and started our grind towards my 12 max tier, 8-bit. After a few matches we also met this bomb. I won't pronounce his name since I have absolutely no idea how. Bomb Bridge Too Far is also super good at defending and closing down lanes, which went perfectly with our comp, Chuck and 8-bit. With this perfect team where everyone knew exactly what they were supposed to do, hitting 850 trophies was really easy and really fast. Games went like this. Me and Bo defended until Chuck got his boss down. Once that happened, the enemies had no choice but to give up. Pushing lanes against 8-bit and Bo is already hard, but doing that while Chuck is constantly chipping away safe HP, yeah, not happening. So hitting 900 trophies felt just as easy. My original plan was to stop here, but because I finally got good randoms and they felt the same way about me, I decided to keep going. Games at 900 trophies, the only difference was that the enemy started picking good heist brawlers. Yeah, that was it. So we just kept winning. We managed to hit 960 trophies before we started tilting a bit, but thankfully my randoms didn't give up like usual. We still pressed play again, even after losing a few times in a row. Eventually the losing streak ended and we won until I was just one game away from my max tier. The last match, some of the dumbest pick you will ever see. Larry and Lori, Chuck and Git. I am not even joking. Git. Yeah, you can already guess how that went. We pushed forward, destroyed their safe, and there you have it. My easiest max tier so far on the free-to-play account. Another max tier done. When I checked the battle log, it turns out we were underleveled, which made this even more surprising. Before ending the video, I will show you some stuff that happened over the next few days in the background, while I will talk about few things. First off, in the next video I will push Gold Power 1 to max tier, and if you don't want to miss out on that video, please consider subscribing. Also, we are really close to 4,000 subscribers and not gonna lie, it still feels kind of unreal. When I will hit 4,000 I will do a Q&A where I will answer your questions that you sent on Discord while doing something fun, for example pushing brawlers or maybe ranked. I don't have anything else to say, so yeah, Tavi was with you today and see you in the next one.